Hello, this is Mrs. Brown, and we're going to continue to look at volume and surface area of composite figures. So here you can see basically I have what's a cube. It's a cube because it's 10 by 10 by 10, so we know all the sides are equal, with a pyramid sitting on top. And in order to find the volume, we're going to find the volume of each normal shape separately and then just add them together. So let's start with the cube. Okay, it's 10 by 10 by 10. So volume is going to be length times width times height because it's a type of rectangular prism. So 10 times 10 times 10. So the volume of the cube is just going to be 1,000 feet cubed. And then we're going to find the volume of the pyramid. It's a square base pyramid. Okay. Okay. And this is 10 and this is 10. And if we look at the height of the pyramid, that's what comes down as a right angle to the center, not along the side. We're not talking about the slant height, and that's going to be 5. Okay. And the volume for a pyramid is going to be 1/3 the area of the base. Remember, big B means an area and not just a number, times the height of the pyramid. So the area of the base is going to be a square that's 10 by 10. So 10 times 10 is 100. So times 100 times the height is 5. So 5 times 100 is 500 times 1/3. Okay. Now your homework will specifically say round to the nearest tenth if necessary. So the 10th, I'm going to divide this out. It's not going to go in evenly. And what happens is I end up with 166.66666. It keeps going. So rounding that would be 166.7 because that's the 10th place. And my final step is to add my 1,000 plus my 166.7. So my final volume is 1,166.7 feet cubed. So again, I take the volume of each of the shapes separately, and then I add them together to get my final volume. And that would be that right there. So let's take a look at the same shape doing surface area. I can flip the chart paper. All right. Maybe I can flip the chart paper. There we go. All right, so when I take a look at surface area, I'm kind of going to do the same thing where I'm kind of looking at each piece separately. Remember that the difference here is one side they share, and so that's not part of the surface area, it's internal. So in this case, because the pyramid is sitting on top of the cube, the base of the pyramid is not part of the surface area because it's inside. So that square base in there, we're not actually going to include. So really, I have to find the area of the triangle. And since it's a square base pyramid, all the triangles are the same. So it makes it real simple to do that. So when I take a look at this triangle, so this would be one of those triangles. There's 4 of them because it's a square base pyramid. Remember, normally for a square base pyramid, it would look like this. We don't need that square in the middle. We're just finding the area of those triangles on the outside. There's 4 of them. So basically whatever I get, I'm going to times by 4. All right, so the base is going to be 10 because this length right here is 10. And I'm going to use this slant height, not the internal height, but the slant height, which is 7.1. Okay, so once I've done that, I'm going to then use my formula for the area of a triangle, which is 1/2 base times height. So 1/2 times 10 times 7.1. Just need to do that calculation. Half of 10 is 5. And it's 5 times 7.1, which is going to give me 35.5. And remember, it's 4 at this because I have 4 of these triangles. They're all right there. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do 35 times 4, 35.5 times 4, and I get 142 when I do that. Okay. Now I need to deal with the cube part. Okay. So the cube part, normally a cube has 6 identical sides, But again, because the pyramid is sitting on top, we're going to exclude one side. So it's only going to be 5 instead of 6. Okay. So since each side is 10 by 10, the area of one side is 10 times 10, which of course is 100. And I'm going to have 5 at 100. So 5 times 100 is 500. So the surface area of the cube part that's showing, because we're excluding the top, is 500. The surface area of the pyramid that's showing are just the 4 triangles, and that's 142. So the final step is just to add those two together. So that's going to be 642, I think we were talking feet. I didn't write it on this one, squared. Okay, because area is going to be square. So surface area is square units. Okay. I hope this helps and have a wonderful day.